Hey, welcome back. That didn't take long, did it? You know, up next, what do all these guys have in common out here? They all roll on tires. We're going to talk to Scott from Proline, see what they got going on. We made our way over here to the Proline booth. Scott here is in the A main for 8 scale truck. Scott, what does it take to get into the A main of a national event like this?
Wow, a lot of goes behind that question. I mean, I've been racing for 18 years, so a lot of preparation there. But once you get to the event, 4 days ago, we're practicing, running about 3-4 hours straight time on the track, trying to find good setups, trying to find what tires work, suspension. I mean, there's just so much that goes involved with it. The timing of the jumps, the difference in track conditions from 1 hour to the next. Just a lot of preparation,
When it comes to preparation, let's talk track prep here for a little bit. We're in Phoenix, Arizona. It's about 100 degrees out. What challenges do you see on the track because of the weather?
Big challenge is actually the track temperature and the amount of traction it creates. Right now we're looking at like a blue groove situation, which means that rubber is actually laid down on the track from the tires wearing out, and it creates this really strong traction. What we're trying to do is actually minimize the traction to a degree. Too much traction, the truck wants to tip over and really become kind of squirmy in the corners. So you want to try and free it up a little bit to where it's a little more consistent. And one of the main things we do to kind of counteract that is a tire compound. Today we're using an XDR compound, which is a little firmer than what we would normally run.
Okay, now it's always usually about tires when it comes down to Proline. Tell us, over the years, what's the history of Proline?
Well, we've been in business 25 years. We're located in Banning, California. We have 10 world championships underneath our belt, and we really, our tires and wheels, all American made. We do from design work, development to production, as well as sales, marketing, and everything right here in the good old US of A.
Well, that's very important. One thing for sure, when I walk through the pits here, I see all kinds of different radios, I see all kinds of different trucks. Pretty much everybody's running Prolines. What's the deal with that?
There are quite a few competitors out there. One thing that happened to us a couple years ago, we had the World Championships in Indonesia. 10 out of 10 guys all running Proline tires. Today, here we are at the Truck Nationals. So far, 10 out of 11 guys running Proline tires. So excited about that, obviously, but hoping that we can take home that victory.
That's right. The cat's out of the bag. Everybody's running the Prolines. Scott's going to be racing heads up against these guys. Scott, let's take a moment and let's look at your 8 scale truck. Tell us about it if you would, please.
All right, well, here I have the Crime Fighter tires. This is the XCR tires I was telling you about. Really what makes, I think, Truggy so kind of enticing to run is just the sheer durability of it and the raw power. As you can see here, I'll pop this body off here. We've got a 21 size OS speed engine, gets roughly 3 horsepower to the ground. We have a center differential here that really helps the bias front to rear. We've got a front differential as well as we have a rear differential. So it's all-wheel drive, plenty of power. We've got a fuel tank that will run about 10 minutes. Quick fuel stops, put new fuel in the pits, you're ready to go again. So a lot of pits going on in the event, and really that's kind of the gist of the Truggy.
Okay, Scott, I think the talking's done. I'm hearing the announcer. He's calling for the A main for the 8 scale Truggies. You're up. Good luck, man.
Great, thanks, Wally.
Drivers ready. Down and quiet. And here we go. A swarm of 1,000,000 bees summoned towards this front side 50. And now it looks like Mike Truey in that low C8T is all over the back door of the Kyosho of Ryan Cavalieri. Look at these guys nose to tail in midair, literally inches between those two. Ryan Mayfield's fast lap 37.804, 37.7 from Taylor James. He's in 4th right now. Cavalieri running 3rd. So your leader running away with this one. Mayfield crossing the line on lap number 90. And with 15 seconds to go in the competition, 2 laps behind Ryan Mayfield. Enjoy it. You are the 2008 8-scale truck Roar National Champion. Driving that Kyosho, Associated driver. Tremendous run here for him. He's going to go 91. That's time. Cavalier, you are done. You're done when you hit the line, guys. You're done when you hit the line. You're done when you hit the line and the big air competition begins. Here he comes onto the back straightaway one final time. Ryan Mayfield. We've seen it develop here in Arizona, and now the world knows Ryan Mayfield's a national champion in truck.
The winner, the big dog daddy of them all, Ryan, you just won the national championship for the 8-scale truggy. How'd you do it?
I just played it safe, didn't crash, and tried to keep my truck together for the whole hour.
Now, one thing for sure, when we look at this, 1 hour of racing, is that standard? That's a long time to race.
That's standard for like the national championships. Usually it's 30 or 45 minutes. So hour is usually it's a pretty hard feat to conquer.
Now, when it comes down to an hour worth of racing, I'm looking at your truck, I'm looking at your tires. Some of them are bald, man. Is that, did you do a tire change during the race?
No, if we could, we would, but these tires are not the easiest to get on and off, and you Loctite them on. So we just, once they wear out, you try to stay in the groove, stay out of the dust, and hope for the best.
Okay, now I have to ask you, you don't do this on your own, obviously. Plug your sponsors.
Well, I race for Team Associated. GRP makes engines. They're from Italy. J Concepts runs my tires. And that's basically it, the bigger sponsors.
That's right. Hey, if you like this kind of action, every week it's www.motorsportsmania.tv. We'll get you hooked up all the time. Till next week, burn some nitro.
Closed captioning brought to you by Zartworks Design Studio. Innovative solutions for all your multimedia needs.